A nice hello for the ASIC fans. So today I will make a follow-up video for the killer to the right setup. So I have the killer now about less or more 2 months or maybe more time. I don't remember now exactly, but I have the killer now a long time, and on the beginning I have problems with the right choice of the tank. So my first tank was the private tank. So where I have put it, yeah, there is. The private tank is for the killer not good. It is very difficult for the handling, and maybe some private tanks are not so hard and tight, but the most private tanks like this, exactly this model, have very hard and tight O-rings, so you cannot easily push the killer up and down in the tank, and you cannot easily control the liquid control to open and close the liquid control. You have no good adjustments, that means is no good handling for the killer, especially in this tank. So for atomizers like this one, and normal or short not yes, normal, because this is XL, it's a very good tank choice for normal DCT cartos. Yeah, it's a very good choice, but for the killer, no. So I don't know this at the beginning, and after some settings I have all this problem which I talked before. No good setting, no good handling, no good adjustment. So remember, don't use the private tank. So after searching, I have tried this tank, the most cheapest tanks on the market. Is the same problem again, too tight O-rings, and yeah, it's better the handling because it's a 45 ml tank. So remember this point again, use the killer in 45 millimeter tanks, so you have more pressure for the atomizer underfeeding system. It's working like this, the killer, yes. So remember, don't use short tanks on the killer. Use 45 ml tanks, 45 millimeter tanks. So I have to do this. Right now I have the diver inside the CM tank, and as you see, it's the short version of 35 millimeter glass tank P-Rex. So what I have to do is I buy some more glasses and 45 ml version. So where it is now? Okay, I have one in blue and the other is here. So if you buy the CM tanks, you will get some extra O-rings, because there's a difference on the setting of the O-rings. Some O-rings are more less, and some O-rings are more tighter. The fitting is more better or more lessing. So if you see inside, there is more O-rings. So some O-rings are thinner or thicker. You have to adjust first the fitting, and if you have done this, you know which one O-rings you must use. So, and the downside, the down part is always tighter. The fitting is tighter and more strong, and the upper cap is more or less and not so strong. So the upper cap can goes out easy, can goes easy out and in. So to open or close the tank, in some situations is good. Remember, the down part of the cap must be tighter. Once if you have find out which one is tighter and which one is looser, you remember this and always use the tight fitting on the O-rings on the down place, and less fitting on the O-rings, loose on the upper place. Okay, and I found on the CM tanks the killer is working just perfect, but there's some problems too with the setting. So I will show you this to resolve all these dry burn settings or overfluting settings. The most of this I think I can resolve with this video, because I have the killer a long time, and I will show you this to don't have all the trouble and the long searching with the right tanks and the right setting and the right wigs and blah blah blah. So just look it now and remember what I said. I'm sorry for my bad English. But that's me. I am from Greece and I speak German, English and Greece. So I speak better German and Greece as English. So now I must change the wig on the killer, and I open. Remember, if you close the killer, you must very tight close it. Number one. Yes, and I will talking about the difference of the ceramics too. So don't forget, I see it now, and now I must find the ceramic. Yes, I find it. It's an old one, but to explain what I mean, it's okay. So don't use the ceramics with these cuts here. You see? Don't use this ceramic. There is some other ceramics, they don't have this edge here. They have a round cutting, and this is not working good for me. Maybe for some other people it's working, but I've tried many times. It's not working good on the wicks. They stop the liquid for some reason. So don't use this ceramic with this cutting. So now you see maybe nothing on the first look, but normally the manufacturer says press the ceramic totally down. That's not right. So just pull the ceramic 2-3 mil up like this. You look inside, the coils are touching just this place, because if the ceramic is totally pushed down, the wick have a too strong connection with the base, and they have no room for the liquid to go to the wicks. So what you do exactly with this setting is you block the liquid transfer to the wicks, because there's not enough underfeeding power. But if you pull the ceramic 2-3 ml upside, then you see the difference. So I take it now totally out and make a new setting, because the wick are, as you see, black, and there's old, so I must change it anyway, and that's the reason why I make it now the review for the killer. So in English, I always use some needle to lose the contacts, because maybe if you try to pull it out, maybe you can break the ceramic. So always be gently with these parts. Now it's out, it's okay. I use 2mm wicks, double. So as you see, I have the setting, the easy setting. If you want the manufacturing setting, I will show you now, but if you use this or manufacturing setting, is the same. So now I must make the coil, and I will show the camera down. Like this. Maybe you see something. Okay, that's the killer in all these parts with the ceramic. So now the one ceramic then I have used is, if you see the difference, so now you can see the difference of the two ceramics on these cuts. You see the difference on the cuts. So this one I don't use it. I use only this one ceramic with this cut. Just remember this. So now I must make the wire. And again the extra low resistance wire. So I must cut a big piece of this wire. So maybe for the beginning that's okay, it can work. Now I must look the ohms. So because I have testing on the diver, I will now try to do the same setting on the killer with the ohm, with the ohms. I'm looking today for 1.3 ohms. Yes, it's okay. This is the piece I've marked it now. I do a mark and you see how long it is. So this is a 1.3 ohm. So if I use the normal 0.15 wires, I'm just looking now. Oh, so I have measured and I have make a mark. Now we see the difference, and it's really big difference. So Look at this. This is 1.3 ohm on the normally 0.50 nicron, and to show you the difference on the sides, you see it's a very big difference. It's one, two, maybe the triple amount of the normal 0.15. This is 1.3 with the normal 0.15. You see the marks left and right I've measured. That's a 1.3 ohm coil, and this one is again 1.3 ohm coil, but you see the amount of the wire is triple. So that's why I have the good performance on the diver. And as I said, use silver wire or thin non-resistance wire is better. Use another setting, another non-resistance. It's not silver, it's again non-resistance, but not silver wire. For the killer I don't need this. I use only silver wire most if I make some difficult coil settings, then I use silver wires. It's better to work with this, but silver wire is not cheap, and so okay, I do now the coil. Okay, no problem. As you see, now I'm not talking much because I need my concentration right now here. Um, okay, it's done. I think it's done, the run. Oh, it's a really bad connection, but okay. It's on the cam, so I'm nervous. But I think it's still working. Now I have lose my mark, so I must measure again. There we go, 1.6. Nice. It's not easy, but it's okay. Alright. Ready, I measure again to see exactly how much I got now. I think it will be just fine, so I just want to be sure. It's about 1.4, 1.5 ohms. Okay. It's not exactly 1.3 ohms. I think 1.3 ohms, 1.4 ohms. So we see it later on the Provari. So now I use this needle. You see how thin it is. So don't use thicker needles because it's not good for the settings. To wrap the coils. Okay, now I make this one. I want the loop, and the loop must be, if I press it down, the loop must be closed, and I measure from the loop to this 15 millimeter, 1.5. so I show you what I mean. There is, okay, I got it. The loop, this, you see, 15 millimeters. So, and the measure is always close the loop totally, and then just remember 15 millimeters. So I'll make it this again. Alright, I got it. Nice. Okay, I close. Okay. I wrap the coils very close. And as tight I can. It's okay. I hold it in place. I don't want to lose. You see now the coils. Yeah, enough coils. One, two. Is just about touching. So now I must make some adjustments. Um, I must make sure later to don't have short connections. So now I'm looking for my ceramic. Okay. Now the one side of the one wire I make it half, because you will see now. It's more easy. The one is inside, and the second, because the one is shorter, is it goes very fast. Now I take the one out. The needle push the wick inside in the ceramic. If he like me, today he don't like me. Yes, today he don't like me. But no problem. I make it anyway. So now I take the wicks and I pull left and right side to make it straight, to sit well in the ceramic like this. Now the longer side I pull it straight up and leave it for right now. I will use this part later. This is now fixed to don't move the coils or the wicks up and down. So now I will insert this wire inside in this hole. So I must cut. Okay, I cut it. Okay, that's enough. Okay, now I will check the wraps to don't touch each other, because later maybe I have shortcuts. So now it's the time to adjust the coils as I like it. Nice. Now push the loop. It's okay. This is the manufacturer setting. So if I don't like the loop, I just pull it out and cut the loop and don't use the loop. But I like to use the loop, so I let it. Now I must cut this, so I hope you see exactly where is the diameter. Now look, it's about 2-3 mLs about this point here. So I try to get it on the cam to see better. Now I hope you see this. So I make some adjustments on the camera. Okay. Now that's it. Okay. Now I take some juice. It's, I think, vanilla blend, Kentucky vanilla blend, 20 milligram nicotine. So I think it's a nice juice. and before you will measure the neck of the ceramic. So I have 6 millimeters is this, so I pull it up about 3 millimeters, about the half of the neck. I pull it up. Later you see this. And you can better understand what I mean. I need some more liquid. Alright, I need some more liquid. Now I press the wicks on the left and right side, and I will put the wicks on the side where are the cuts, like this. It's not easy, but I will do. Now I will push the ceramic first of all complete down. Now you look, one edge is here and the other is here. Always this must be one line. Where is the cut of the ceramic, and this place must be other wicks exactly with the cut of the base. So as you see before, in the base is a little place like this. So now you see the wicks are too close. There is no room to go the liquid anywhere. As you see, only on this side where the loop is a small place, but this is not enough. So to ensure the good liquid way from these holes to inside to the wicks, I make this small trick. I explain you later. First I push the one wick and inside the one cut like this, and then I turn it inside the threads. Not too strong, just for the beginning, gently to make good position in the threads with the wire. So now I make a connection test. If I have any shortcuts, I will see. Yes. No. It's a 1.2 ohm coil. Okay. So I must go with the power down. Now I cut this one with the nail clipper. Is the best way. Exactly where it is. I open this, so, and gently, I know the wire is now in place, so now I take gently the ceramic and I pull it about 2-3 ml on this way up. Gently. So as you see now, there is more room for the wicks, and I see now I must go a little bit more up with the ceramic. Now it's good. I think it's okay. Take a closer look. Now you see there is much more room. That means that the liquid transfer and the underfeeding system is working much better, so we don't have now dry burns or burn taste. That's it, the magic all about this killer burn taste. So I have used this trick to pull the ceramic about 2-3 ml upwards, and remember this neck is about 6 millimeters, so I have room to pull it back about 2-3 mLs to ensure the positive connection. So if I pull it totally out back, so it's no more inside the base and the setting is losing all. So be careful if you try to pull the ceramic back. So My English is not good, sorry, but I think you know what I mean. So now I take this and I push it gently in the place to don't remove the ceramic, because I want to stay in this position. And now I take the non-resistance wire that is inside in the threads. I make sure it's sitting well inside, and now you see this small gaps is not right. Close it. You see this? So just open a little bit and go with a needle inside this place and prepare the wire, push it on this way inside. Gently. So you see, you must give for the setup a little bit time, but if you have done this, now you see again is not totally nice closed. So you see the difference? Full close, not full close. So I open again, I will check it again. I will check also the sitting on the ceramic. On the wicks again. Yeah, it's definitely too long. Yes, too long, man. Now again. Now they will close exactly as I want. Now I must do this procedure again and again. Inside the threads, and sometimes the setup is very easy, but today for some reason I make it a very hard long review. He don't like me today, no? It's a bad day. Sunday night, Sunday midnight. Uh-huh. I use this technique. I keep to hold the coil and push inside on this place, but again the closing are not okay. And that's is no funny for me. No, I think it's close. It's a 1.3 ohm coil. So I will stop now the video. Remember, this part close as hard you can. Now you see on the most points are totally closed. You see it's completely sealed on most every side, so must be really totally closed, because if the killer takes from the wrong place liquid, they will overflow it and they will not working properly, and they will give you burn taste, and they will give you etc and etc. So just give a big attention on these closing points and make sure you close it as tight you can, So if you later won't use the liquid control, to don't unscrew the connections and the ceramic and the wicks. So this part is the liquid control, and maybe if you then don't have enough closet with power, and if you try to use the liquid control like this, you will unscrew this part. So make sure you have this part really hard closet. Then you can be sure then you're almost ready to vape. So part 2 is follow in the next day. So this was the basic setup for the killer, and the follow video I will make the rest, how to insert the killer in the tank and how to refill and how to adjust the killer, and you will see the performance of this setting. So many thanks for watching, and sorry the video is very long. Thanks for watching. Bye.